January 2026 was a busy month for comedy, featuring a wave of new Netflix specials, high profile Saturday Night Live returns, and late night shows dominated by political satire. So let's break it all down, shall we? Netflix highlights. The platform Netflix released several major hours, including Mike Epps' Delusional, which came out in January 27th, and Marcelo Hernandez' American Boy, which came out in January 7th. Hulu and YouTube releases Bob the Drag Queen, which debuted the special This Is Wild on Hulu January 6, which came out in January 16. On YouTube, Trevor Noah released the Lost South African Show, which was released on New Year's Day, January 1st. And Preacher Lawson debuted Keep Preacher Weird, which was released slash premiered in January 21st. There was the critical favorites. Josh Johnson gained significant traction on social media with his weekly news dumps, especially his satire takes on international and domestic news events throughout the month. And diving into the world of late night television, Saturday Night Live, the show kicked off the year on January 18th with host Finn Wolfhard and musical guest A$AP Rocky. The episode featured a prominent sketch with James Austin Johnson as Donald Trump recapping recent political events. A later January episode was hosted by Oscar nominee Tayana Taylor. Excuse me. And then The Daily Show. Jon Stewart continued his residency using the January 5th season opener to interview Mark Kelly. The show will also introduce Whitney Cummings as a new contributor during the final week of the month. Satire focused late night show host like Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, and Jimmy Kimmel focused heavily on the 1 year anniversary of the presidential inauguration and ongoing domestic policy clashes in Minnesota. And last but not least, we've got a few more left here, folks. Theatrical and streaming movies for you guys. The action comedy Novocaine, starring Jack Quaid, found a second home on streaming platforms in January after a modest box office run. Other notable releases include the Gen Z witchcraft comedy Forbidden Fruits, which was released in January 23rd. Live circuit major tours in full swing during January included Nate Bargatze's, I'm so sorry, Big Dumb Eyes World Tour and Matt Rife's Stay Golden Tour. There's also special events in Los Angeles. The Dynasty Typewriter hosted a unique all-star live reading of the original Star Wars The Force Awakens screenplay on January 10th. And that is all there is in the world of comedy. Some of them stand up, some of them comedy makes us all laugh in different ways. Some of these topics are comedies, some of these comedies are stand-up comedies, late night talk shows, or movies or televisions that have comedy in it, or a blend of comedy with something else. Like I mentioned, the action comedy Novocaine starring Jack Quaid, the film. But yeah, comedy comes in different forms, ladies and gentlemen, and that is it. Yeah, that is pretty much all there is in the world of comedy in January 2026, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.